All right, I'm working as well as doing this. Now, technically speaking, I'm actually done trading. I was finished around noon. Like I said, this stuff could be addicting, man. So it's like I was done technically with my goal around 9 a.m. But as I leave the screen open, I keep seeing opportunities and I jump back in it. So yesterday, sorry, I'm still notating everything just for accuracy for my case. Going forward, for my record, I should say. So yesterday we ended at 40 or 54,858 or 68. I can't see my own writing. Because it changes. I keep going in there, right? So, 54,868. I'll say that's it. I think that's what that says. And then obviously today we're at 55,913. So over $1,000 in a day. This, like I said, I mean, you guys can see my clock is 2 o'clock now. I put in like my final trade around 12. But I want to keep trying to find like live opportunities. Obviously, I have a lot of overage here, so I don't care. Things don't work out. I'll try to find three smooth trades for you and work it. Now, you guys, I don't know if you have my updated like trading plan, but first week is start off with $25 twice, um, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, and essentially what you're earning, you're taking the next level out of that. Okay, so really, truly, once you're in there, you should only be. I mean, when you think about it, you're risking like that initial $25. Everything else is coming out of profit. Okay, so risk management is everything. Um, Now with any types of trades, the reason why people shy away from live trading is because you find yourself trying to force yourself into trades to kind of show somebody something. So I'm going to look through here to see if there's anything. If there isn't at this time, then I'll just explain why not. But if there is an opportunity, I'll try to jump in there. But since I'm so much over, I'm gonna just start from the very beginning. And like I said, if I don't see something, I will leave it alone. So looking at this right here, so good thing. Remember, make sure you're checking your time. So before you get started, just go through the ones real quick. Make sure everything reflects 5 seconds. Sometimes it'll default to a minute on you, and yeah, this is not made to trade for five or for a minute. Okay, these are all 5 second intervals. So just going over each real quick to see if there's anything, and that's what I said. Like normally, you may not have anything immediately, so you don't have to force it. I'll probably try to force one anyway, just because I mean I'm already up. I don't care, and this isn't like real money. Again, this is demo account, real market demo money. So to prove, just to show you guys, you'll see. Okay. But I'm starting at the 25. Like I said, I'm gonna just go for three successful attempts or get my money back, and then successful attempts to get three then after. So right here we have nothing, as you can see. You got this, it's consolidating here where it's kind of going like in a straight line. It's tempting to press buy because I mean you have some upward motion, but as you can see, this curvature is going down, and then there's not a good high point difference from here to here. So this is one that you would stay out of. That is supported as well with this movement here, and then this is showing red with one green. So if I'm saying buy and I'm seeing red, that's telling me that it's probably best to do a sale, but I'm still not going to because it's still going upward. So that doesn't mean go against it, it just means stay out of it. And then as you can see here, it's right in the middle. All right. So this one you would stay out of. Okay. Another reminder, make sure your return is 92. That does change throughout the day randomly. So this is showing buy pressure, but it's not great. Um, crossover opportunity. Yeah, it's there, but it looks like we're late. So again, difference between the highs is not that great from where it is right now. The prior high, which is like the prior area, not the one right behind it. So it's risky to jump in here. I don't want to have you practice doing risky stuff because then that's luck. But then also remember I told you the 80 rule. So once it's at 80, the 80 line, it starts gonna it's a chance for it to turn. Now, obviously, if you clicked on it at the right point, you could have got it, but again, me discussing this and actually pressing the button, you're only doing 5 seconds, so that any 1 second could make a big difference. Okay. So this one you would stay out of. This one shows some promise for a sale. It's not crossed over yet. So red technically I would want to be over the green. So let me just sit on it. We got candles forming underneath the red, but as you can see that resistance. So that's why you don't want to jump in too soon. Because if I would have clicked that, it would have reversed on me now. I like wicks because wicks let me know that hey, it has more room to go down because it has. So if you see that, so again, it's all about the timing when you press it. That was about 5 seconds there, but again, that would have been a lucky draw there. So this one now is starting to straighten out. Now this is starting to curve up. So I missed the opportunity. This is showing promise. I'm gonna just jump into it just to show you. Boom, $48. Okay, so I'm technically out of that tier of starting off with the 25 under demo mode. Like I said, the first week, if you're doing this right, and I'm doing mine 7 days a week, and you got your $500 goals met, then you should be fine. Like I said, start off that first week with the 25, but just being honest, that's a waste. Okay, it's a waste of two opportunities because you're doing 25 to get 43 to do 23 again, 25 again, and get another 43, or you can just go right to the 50, or like 25 then 50, or just start at 50. Okay, but like I said, while you're trying to get the gist of it, like even on demo mode, like just pretend like this is your real money. Like don't don't do that. And I missed my opportunity because I was talking, so I could have entered in twice here, not twice, but a second time. But talking, like I said, that's the downfall. So still room to go down. As you can see, we got a wick here, we got a good bottom, but I think I missed my mark. I don't want to risk it, and I don't really have to. So that's the thing. Like, there's always opportunities with this stuff. Like, if you guys get my if you want it, I can send it to you. But I've got an updated payout plan, not payout plan. What do I call it? I forgot what I called it. Goal earning thing, whatever you want to call it. I've updated it essentially, so it shows really the trades, the breakdown. I don't know if I can. It's on my work computer, so I can't even show it to you. So if you need it, just let me know. But it gives you the breakdown, everything. I'm probably gonna jump in this one. Nope, it's curving. Let me stay out. See, too much talking. That's what I'm saying. Like this has to be light and fast. Now this one I'm gonna stay out of because it's already beyond the 20 and it's consolidating here, so it's likely going to reverse. So even though I have a good idea to continue the downward movement and it could work for me, which it looks like it may have, I don't want to risk it. Okay. So sometimes you play the risk. It just depends on where you're at. Okay. So again, this is showing buy. But as you can see, it's tilting down. Same thing there. And buy, but you got two reds, and then you got buy over 80, so you leave it alone. So hopefully you guys are getting this concept. Now this one is good to me. I'm just gonna press it real quick to see what we get. There we go, 96. So I didn't have time to decide. So the reason why I jumped in that one real quick, so yeah, the prior high is about right here. Okay. Um, the second reason is because I knew I was meeting a crossover. So I got a crossover. It was kind of like touching. It didn't cross over yet, but I knew it was going to go there because I have this here to support it. So to show the good, strong upward movement. So I have one, two showing good things. I'm sorry, I have one here showing a good thing. Then I have this second one along with these bars supporting buy, and then this one really was my third indicator. So you want at least three or four indicators to say, hey, I'm jumping in this and I feel good about this. If you're just jumping in off of like, because you have to be able to like self correct when you're trading. Like you can't Like if you're consistent on when you enter, then you know what to work on. I would say that. And if you know, hey, I didn't enter in on this one, or I entered in on this one, but I failed because let's say my MACD was off, then you know, like, hey, I need to respect my MACD. Now, the oscillator tool, if it's beyond 80, I know I tell you don't do it, but sometimes I'll do it if everything else lines up, But again, that's me knowing candlesticks, and really, like I said, just really making that quick decision. So some of these you can jump in twice. I already missed the opportunity. But I think we're at three successful trades. I'm just going up in order here. And because I got stuff I got to do, so I don't have time to be fooling around too much. So this one, I don't like this. It's consolidating. It's showing me it's about to consolidate, possibly reverse. But in the long run, it's a buy. So I'm not looking for a sell opportunity based on this. Okay. So as you can see, it looks like, I mean, I can't see too far back, but from this little area, it's been going upward, consolidate upward. So I'm not looking for a real sell opportunity. So I'm not even going to entertain it. Come back to it. Now I'm looking for a buy here. That one fat candle. We got good upward push. Now my only question is, did I wait too late? All right. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. And of course now it didn't click. Wow. It just played me. Now I'm scared. So that's the other thing. Using you gotta make sure. Yeah, see, that's irritating. That would have been 5 seconds. I thought I clicked it and it didn't. Let me just click it. Now it's still not clicking. Oh my goodness. I'm staying out of it. I'm sorry, y'all. That would have been three and you would have saw it, but I clicked it twice. I don't know if you can hear that. And it didn't actually activate. So, try not to be. I'm gonna leave it alone. I feel terrible. Ugh, that's irritating. This one is curving out. Probably not the best time. Yep, see, that would have sucked to do that. So this one is showing good growth, but this one is curving here. So stay out of it for right now. Move on to the next one. Sorry, just trying to find you guys a good one real quick. This is showing strong downward movement. It's starting to come upward. It's not time to do a buy just yet. If I do, I would be lucky to get it. Probably could have did it, but I'm good. Just looking for strong movement here. Now this is showing sell. The only thing that's concerning is the 20 down here. Let's just see. Why not? You only live once. Yep, 144. So, should I do another one? I guess so. It doesn't hurt. Let's just do one more. Oh shit, $9,000. No, no, no. So let's find another one. This one is teetering around the bottom. I'm gonna leave that alone. So we got big candle here. But we got small candles. So small candles, small wicks, so it could reverse. I'm gonna stay out of it. I'm not gonna force something. Same thing here. This is just reverse small candles up top, showing upward movement, but as you can see, it's starting to curve, it's starting to curve, and it's starting to curve. So leave it alone. Still not ready to do a buy, but it's teetering around the 80, so nothing there. Now this, oh, nope, leave it alone. So you guys can make this out. So yeah, it's showing buy energy, but I don't have I mean, the prior high was here, so I don't know how long that's going to wait be there, and then it's starting to curve out. So could have probably did it, but talking, I missed the opportunity. So here, goodness, I could have pressed it. Let me just do it so I can show you guys. All right, so we're done. So, this one I rode with. Okay, why? Because I'm looking at large green movement up. Okay, large green movement up, and then I have an engulfing candle. So engulfing candle is when you have so it could go both ways. So engulfing means you have one candle on the right that is covering completely the one on the left. That generally means there's going to continue with some upward movement. If you're trying to see what that looks like, besides that one example, really that's the only example I can show you, based on this. Let me see, do I have one in red? Yeah, no, I don't. So this is still, so this is an engulfing candlestick. The issue is the trend is still going upward. Okay, so If it's an engulfing candlestick, but it's going in the same direction, then you have strong movement. If it's an engulfing sell candlestick, like you see, I just lost it. Goodness, oh, right here. I'm sorry, this thing is in the way. As you can see right here, this small green, large red, that would suffice. That would be sufficient for me if the direction was going downward. Okay. So again, sorry, you got to just jump in these when you do, because like I said, you're not saying that it's going to stay like this forever. You're just saying that this price point is going to be, it's going to stay above this price point for at least 5 seconds. So in 5 seconds, anything can happen. You can, if you wait a second too late, it can bounce back to, take you out. So that's why it's very important to jump, dap, 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 and get it done. So I used indicators for this. If we're talking about which indicators, again, we're teetering around the 80 here. At that time, it was still pointed upward some. It wasn't curving fully. I ignored this one. The only one that I really was able to peep is this little crossover here, this green over the red. But that's not really the strength. Okay, that's just showing me it's about to consolidate. So what I used was engulfing candlestick, which is in the candlestick videos that I have, even though it's talking more so Forex, it still applies. Okay, so that was one. The moving average was my second. The third was this crossover here, or so moving average, yeah, moving average, this crossover here, and then the fourth would have been like the upward movement on the oscillator tool. So yeah, it's around the 80. Like I told you, I don't mind playing around above the 80. Now, if it's well over the 80, I'm not, hey, I'm nervous about it, and obviously, if it's doing like a curvature motion in that 80, I'm out. So, you guys see this? So I mean, you can do the math. Where do we start off with? What was that? 55,913, and my phone is dying. Goodness. So 55,913, and don't put this on your phone. Remember, I told you that. Okay. So 6143, and then this was 5913. So I just showed you guys in however long this video is, okay, that you can make $230 that quick. Okay. So me making 1,000, like I said, that's me working, that's me doing extra stuff that, well, I'm supposed to be working, I should say. Um, you can easily attain these goals. It's just don't force things. Understand you have a full day. Um, understand you'll see the opportunities, and if you don't force it. Again, if all of these were showing like nothing, I can just add more. All right, I got other ones. Just like I said, just make sure it's over 92. Okay. Now I don't deal with commodity stocks. I have not played in any of these areas because I haven't needed to. Okay, so I don't know how these look in comparison to others, but I mean, I'm sure that the game is still the same. So it's up to you. But like I said, if you're trying to follow my method, you're just sticking with the top two. If you don't have anything, go away from it. Look through some of the ones that you don't have selected across the top. Come back later. You don't have to do it all just because it takes only 5 minutes to get this money doesn't mean it all has to be done within 5 minutes of that of you logging in. Okay. Collectively, 5 minutes is good. If you like normally if I'm doing this, I would say from when I've done this up to this point, I mean it's been less than 5 minutes, but when I'm like going in and trading throughout the day accidentally because I can't step away from this thing for some reason. Well, not for some reason, for an obvious reason. Um, I'm talking minutes. I'm not talking hours and all of that. Like I'm moving on with my day. So, best practice, in my opinion, if you're looking for, so I just showed you 25 and building that up to the 100. If you are, who sent me messages? Okay. If you are looking for what I just did, even $230 a day, right? You could trade 7 days a week. That's 1,600 um a week, and in a month, you're talking $6,400 a month. So that's just from $200. Okay. If you're not at exactly 200, if you're at 230, like please understand you're not always going to win every trade. Sometimes Like I do a 75 and it'll knock me out. So then I drop back down to the 50 realm, win that, go back to 75, boom, boom, boom. So that's how you get these weird numbers. I'm not promising that you'll win every battle, but if you control what you're putting forward, you won't lose your money like that. So you don't want to get in the habit of, okay, if I did 100 and I lost 100, let me do 100 again, right? Like pay attention to what you're earning. That's why I have that cheat sheet. Do I have it on here? Let me see something. Don't look at this beer. I don't know why this thing is very stupid looking. I don't even have it on here. I'm sorry. So if you guys want it, let me know. All right, let me know. Um, but control risk management is everything. Okay, risk management. Do not do the dumb stuff. Don't I lost 100. Let me get my 100 back and some. Lost that. Now let me do another 100 because that number will dwindle on you, especially if we starting to get to those bigger numbers. Okay, so please control yourself. If you think about it, if you're doing my method, I do 10 trades a day. That's the goal. 10 wins, based on my number. Okay. And realistically, as I'm using my real account, as I'm like building my real account up, and not this account, I'm just saying as my because you can take the funds out every day. It's not like Forex trading where you have to have a certain amount to trade. So you can put it like $500 in your account, and trade with that just to give yourself some cushion. But as I'm making a lot of money off of this, then what I'm doing from there is instead of starting out to 25, I'm starting at the 50. And instead of going up increments of 25, I'm going up to increments of 50. Okay. And then, as you get more success with this, then those increments should change. So instead of going up 50 and then just 100, maybe go up 150 and then, whatever you're comfortable with up to a certain number. But at the end of the day, like I said, even if you're making $200 a day, 7 times a week, which really, as you can see, is only a few trades and you're done, that's $6,400 a month that you didn't have before. So don't feel the pressure to need to get all this money in one day. I think that's how people really set themselves up because they try to do too much and they're um they're just doing too much. Okay, so it's not necessary. But hopefully you enjoyed the video and stay tuned. Like I said, I'll keep this train rolling. We're at 56 143. So I'll try to do my live trades tomorrow with you guys, but like I said, I generally am working, so I'm like just doing too much. Like I'm on the phone and trying to get stuff done. So appreciate you guys. Thank you.